If this video found you, it was not an accident. This is for the girl who trusted deeply and got hurt anyways. The girl whose first love promised forever and disappeared. The girl who expected her family to protect her, but instead felt judged, ignored, or betrayed. The girl who gave loyalty to her friends, who turned it into gossip, lies, silence, or abandonment. And maybe now you're tired. Tired of carrying pain quietly. Tired of feeling invisible unless you perform. Tired of feeling like the only way to be seen is to be wanted. So you post that semi-revealing photo. You wait for the likes. You refresh your screen. And for a moment, you feel relieved. But relief is not healing. Attention is not love. And validation is not the same as respect. Today, I want to talk to you. Not to shame you, not to judge you, but to wake you up. Let's say this out loud. You were betrayed by your first love. By people who were supposed to be safe. By friends who knew your story and still chose to hurt you. That kind of pain doesn't just disappear. It settles into your thought. It whispered lies like, you're not enough unless you're chosen. I have to be desirable to be valued. If I don't give people what they want, they'll leave. But listen to me carefully. What happened to you explains your pain, but it does not define your worth. Somewhere along the way, you started shrinking yourself. You became quieter to avoid conflict, prettier to avoid being ignored, more agreeable to avoid abandonment. You learned how to people please before you learned to protect yourself. And I need you to hear this. People pleasing is not kindness. It's self-abandonment dressed as love. Every time you silence your intuition to keep someone comfortable, you teach your nervous system that your needs comes last. Every time you mold yourself into what someone else wants, you lose track of who you are. And when you don't know who you are, you start asking the world to tell you who you are. That's where the trap begins. Let's talk about the photos. No judgment, just honesty. You're not posting those because you're confident. You're posting those because you're craving to be seen. You want someone to say, I notice you. I choose you. You matter. And it's different when you're posting a bathing suit. You can post a bathing suit when you're at the beach. That's fine. I'm talking about those pictures when you're in your room, you see the mirror, and you press the button to take a picture. But likes doesn't choose you. They consume you. And the world is very good at taking instead of protecting. When you teach people to value your body before your boundaries, they will always stop at the surface. And surface level attention leaves you emptier than before. You don't feel empowered after. You feel replaceable. And that's not because there's something wrong with you. It's because you're searching for healing in the wrong place. Here's the truth that nobody tells you. Respect starts intentionally. If you want to be treated as someone of value, you have to stop negotiating your worth for approval. That doesn't mean hiding. That doesn't mean shrinking. That doesn't mean being ashamed of your body. It means choosing intention versus impulse. Asking yourself, why am I doing this? Who am I trying to convince? What am I actually craving right now? Discipline is not punishment. Discipline is self-respect in action. It's saying, I won't betray myself because I'm lonely today. I won't let my pain make decisions for my future. I won't keep reopening wounds just to feel chosen. I know that letting go sounds impossible. Letting go of that anger, letting go of that hurt, letting go of that version of you that was shaped by survival. But holding on to that hasn't protected you. It only keeps you stuck in the past. That pain happened then. This is now. And look at you. You survived heartbreak. You survived disappointment. You've survived moments you thought that would break you. You are still here. That means there is still purpose in your life. You were not created just to be desired. You were created to build, to lead, to create impact, to have a voice that doesn't shake when you speak. That version of you requires something uncomfortable. Letting go of who you had to be to survive. The girl who over-explained. The girl who tolerated disrespect. The girl who accepted breadcrumbs and called it love. She did her best. She got this far. But she cannot take you where you're meant to go. So here's the shift. You stop chasing attention and start building identity. Stop asking, do they like me? And start asking, do I like who I'm becoming? You stop performing and start standing. Not everybody will like that. Some people only feel comfortable with you because you are easy to shape. Let them go. You don't lose people when you set boundaries. You just lose access to the ones that did not deserve you. Becoming the best version of yourself isn't about glow-ups or aesthetic. It's about consistency. Show up when no one is watching. Keeping promises to yourself. Choosing growth even when it's lonely. It's waking up saying, today I will act like the woman I respect. That woman who doesn't beg for validation. She doesn't overshare to feel close. She doesn't confuse intensity with intimacy. She moves with intention. She speaks with clarity. She knows her worth without needing proof. You are amazing just as you are. Not when you're chosen, not when you're desired, not when you're approved. Right now, as you are. The world tried to convince you that your softness is weakness. It's not. Your ability to love deeply is not a flaw. It just needs direction. Give that love to yourself first. Protect your energy. Honor your boundaries. Choose growth over familiarity. One day you'll look back at the version of yourself with gratitude, not because of the pain, but because you chose to rise from it. You stop letting your past write your future. You stop letting your wounds dictate who you are. You stop being shaped by everyone else's expectation, and your life changed. Not overnight, but steadily, quietly, powerfully. You didn't become louder. You became stronger. And the right people didn't need convincing. They saw you. Stay disciplined. Stay intentional. Stay true. Your story isn't over. It's just beginning.